Welcome back to the lesson. In this video, we're going to be discussing about modifying string using the upper, lower, strip, replace, and split method. So let's go ahead and begin with the upper method right here. Let me actually paste it right here. Alright, the upper method is used to convert the string characters from lowercase to uppercase letters. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and define a string. Let's say A is equals to my name is Mustafa. Okay, now let's go ahead and modify these lowercase letters into uppercase using the upper method. So let's go ahead and say we wanted to print, let's say a.upper method. Now all of our string inside here, my name is Mustafa, as you can see, they are all lowercase letter. But using the upper method right here, we have now converted into uppercase letters. So now, first of all, before using the upper method, let's go ahead and print A. And as you can see, now we have our string, my name is Mustafa. And now if we go ahead and use the upper method like so, and now let's go ahead and run our application once again. As you can see, our entire string has turned to uppercase letter. We have now modified our lowercase letter string into uppercase letter. So that's basically what the upper method is used for. Now let's move to lower. And of course, you have guessed it right. The lower method convert an uppercase letter into a lowercase letter. Let's actually go ahead and copy this. Copy. Let's replace this our string. Paste it to uppercase. Now if we go ahead and use the lowercase, lower, and we go ahead and run our program, we're going to see it convert our uppercase letters into lowercase letter. Let me actually go ahead and separate everything. Okay, let's copy this, paste this right here. Let's convert this, turn it to lowercase as it was before. Let's say my name is Mustafa. Okay, like this. This is to upper. Okay, let's go ahead and copy this line of code. Copy this, paste this down below here, like so. And here we are converting to lower. Okay, and let's go ahead and copy this method right here. Copy this. Now let's go ahead and say this is the lowercase. Now let's go ahead and comment this because we are done with it. Let's comment this one as well. Okay, now let's go ahead and discuss about the strip method. Let me go ahead and close this to get more room to work. So now to the strip method, let's go ahead and copy this, the strip method. So the strip method is basically used to strip out to remove white space inside a string. So white space simply means the space from the starting of your string and the ending of your string, not the space between your string. Let me actually go ahead and demonstrate that real quick. Let's actually go ahead and say we have a string here called, let's specify the white space. Let's say my name is Mustafa, like so, and another white space. So the strip method is going to get rid of the white space at the starting and also the ending of our string if available. So now let's go ahead and say, now if we were to print our text, let's go ahead and use the strip method. Let's say a.strip. Okay, so we're not going to be having the white space anymore. So let's go ahead and now run our program. As you can see, we have our string. You might not necessarily see the effect right now, but it actually does remove the white space. So that is basically the strip function, how it works. It basically removes white space in our string. So now let's go ahead and comment this line of code. And now let's move to the next function, which is replace. So the replace function is used to replace a character within a string. So let's actually go ahead and copy this. Now let's come down below here and comment this out, replace. Now to use the replace function, let me actually go ahead and copy this string, copy this, paste it down below here. Let me actually go ahead and get rid of the white space manually because we don't need it for this example. So we're going to go ahead and use the replace method to replace M right here. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's say print, okay, a dot replace. Okay, first of all, we need to define the character that we wanted to replace inside of our string. So I wanted to replace M with what? Comma. The second argument will be our new. As you can see, this is the beauty of using PyCharm. It indicates the placeholders for us. So the first value, the first parameter you are passing to the function is the old value, the old character that you wanted to replace. And here is you're going to specify the new character that you want to replace the old character with. So we're going to go ahead and say we want to replace our M with H. Okay, now let's go ahead and run our program. Now if you go ahead and say run, as you can see, instead of my name is Mustafa, we have hi name is Mustafa. Both the two M inside of our string, the first one right here and the second one here for the name Mustafa, are both replaced with H. So this is basically how the replace function works. We use it to replace characters inside string. Alright, now let's move on to the last but not least, which is the split function. So let's go ahead and copy this. Actually, let's go ahead and comment this line of code. Okay, now let's come up down below here and paste our split function. So the split function right here, as the name implies, is going to split a string anywhere it sees or found a specified splitting criteria. So let me actually go ahead and create another variable called a, and I'm going to go ahead and call it Mustafa, comma, Jibril. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and use the split function to split this string into substring anywhere it found comma. So let's go ahead and do that. Now let's go ahead and say print a.split. Okay, and we're going to split the string anywhere we found comma. So now we're going to have a substring with two separate strings. The name Mustafa here will be in a separate string, and also Jibril is going to be in another separate string. So let's go ahead and run our program to see. Yes, as you can see, we have a substring. The split function went ahead to split our single string into substring, where we have Mustafa separately and Jibril separately as substrings. So friend, this is basically all about modifying string. We've discussed about various functions that we use in order to modify our string, such as the split function, the replace function to replace characters within strings, and we have the strip, which stripped out or remove white spaces. That means the spaces at the beginning and ending of our string. And then we have the lower function, which converts string from uppercase letters to lowercase letter. And we have the uppercase function or method that converts a string from a lowercase letter to uppercase letter. So friends, these are basically all our string modification methods. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson and that everything is clear to you, and I will see you in the next one.